our goal is to factor quadratic expressions that look like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at our C. So our first step is to look at C, and we want factor pairs of C. And a factor pair is just two numbers that multiply together that equal C. And our second step is, after we've done that, after we've listed those out, I want to choose a pair that sums to C. That's our second step. Our third step is we're going to rewrite the equation. I'll show you what that means. We're going to rewrite the equation. And the fourth step is we're going to look at that rewritten equation, and we're going to factor out the GCFs. Factor the GCF out from each piece, and I'll show you what I mean. And then the fifth step, we're going to factor by grouping. And here's one example. So I'm going to work two examples. Here's the first one. I want to factor x squared plus 16x plus 63. Okay, I'm only going to look at 63. I'm going to write 63 over here, and I want to write factor pairs of 63. So 1 and 63, 3 and 21, and 9 and 7. If I add these up, what do I get? I get 64, I get 24, and I get 16. I'm going to pick this because it equals that. So this is our step 2. Now, step 3, I'm going to rewrite the equation, and this is how I'm going to rewrite it. X squared plus 9x plus 7x plus 63. Notice these add up to 16. Okay, now I'm going to factor out the GCF of this pair and this pair. So GCF here is x, so I get x plus 9, and my GCF here is 7, and I get x plus 9. Now I'm going to factor by grouping. I have common terms in both, and I get x plus 7 times x plus 9. And we finish factoring that problem. The second example, I'm going to factor using the same method. It's going to look a little bit more complicated, but that's okay. It works just the same. In this case, C is -10. So I'm looking for numbers that multiply to -10, but they're going to add up. I want them to add up to a positive number. So I'm just going to write my factor pairs 1 and 10. 2 and 5. Ooh, wait, one of them has to be negative since they add up to negative, or they multiply to -10, but when they add up, they have to be positive. So my smaller numbers are negative. If I add these, I get 9 and 3. There's my factor pair. So now I'm going to rewrite. I have r squared minus 2r plus 5r minus 10. Once again, I'm looking at these pairs. I'm going to take the GCF out. R minus 2 plus 5 r minus 2. And order doesn't matter. If I were to have flopped these, so it's r squared plus 5r, 2r minus 10, it's still going to work. Now I factor out my r minus 2 that's in both terms. R minus 2 times r plus 5. And we finished factoring.